What's good, yo? Got another vlog video for you today, and I'm not gonna waste any time. I just want to get into this real quick. Um, I just want to let y'all know on something, even though this may be the type of thing that I've already brought up in the past, that I've brought up even in my work, in my poetry, you know what I mean? But it's another one of those things that has to be reiterated, because I feel like it seems like no matter how many times it's said, it's always gonna be somebody to oppose that. All it takes is one for more people to oppose something like this. Um, but I also want to be mindful about the fact that, yeah, there's gonna be disagreements in terms of what I have to say on this matter, or for anyone who brings this up, who talks about this. So I just want to let you guys know on something. I just want to let y'all know on something in terms of, you know, the social media activity that comes with the territory, in terms of you getting yourself recognized, putting yourself out there, getting more eyes on you, um, to be on almost every day to make sure that people know you're alive, you're there, that you're active. It's just that the thing for me, it's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole to be on social media every day, or almost every day. And I'm worried about getting my numbers up. I'm worried about what everybody else is doing, because the only thing I'm going to be thinking about the longer I do that is that I'm comparing myself to everybody else. That eventually it will lead down that path, it will lead down that road, it will lead down to those kinds of thoughts. Like, what do I have to do to get this much attention on me? And I'm not trying to be that person to get caught up in the idea of getting as many eyes on me as possible, as soon as possible. Like, it's so easy to get caught up in that and think that it's meant to help you, but is it really? Now, I do get that there has to be a point in time that in order for you to really get eyes on your work, for people to lay eyes on you so that you can get recognized for what you're trying to do, that, yeah, you gotta be more active, you gotta network, you gotta be there in person, especially be there in person, in order for people to see what you're capable of, see what you're bringing to the table. um, I get that. I just feel like I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself. I don't want to overwhelm myself hoping that someone could finally take notice of me, and then I feel validated, I feel vindicated that this time I got the attention I wanted. Because once I get that, then what? Now I have to try to maintain that. And the moment I slip, chances are people are ready to move on to the next thing, or the next person, rather. And I'm not trying to get caught up in all of that. See, on one hand, I do get that when it comes to getting eyes on you, you gotta be as active as much as possible. You gotta be active online and in person, for that matter. It's understandable. I get that. It's true. It's true, especially in the day and age that we in. You know, it's like this. It's like this. You get eyes on you for a moment. Next thing you know, they're already moving on to the next person. They moving on to the next thing. Right? It's just that I don't want to get caught up in that conveyor belt mentality that I have to keep dropping this. I have to keep making appearances for that. I gotta overwhelm myself to do as much as possible in the right here and now mentality, because the moment I do that, it's like I forget everything else in the process of it. I forget to balance things out for myself. I forget to spread things out so I'd have time for everything that I'm trying to get done in my life, that I'm doing for me, to make sure that I'm okay, to make sure that I'm good. I I don't want to miss any opportunities that may come my way and that I wasn't waiting around for it. I actually made it happen for myself because I put myself out there, right? Because I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm trying to get people to recognize what I'm bringing, recognize me for who I am, not just as an artist, but as a person. Um, get that kind of recognition that I feel I deserve instead of being overlooked, instead of having that feeling of being overlooked, as if my voice doesn't matter. My voice means nothing. I'm not saying that it has to be the end all be all. My words are not the end all be all, but I want people to be able to see that just because I'm not on social media on the daily like that, I'm not out there in person all the time, that it doesn't mean I'm not as passionate about the work that I do just because of that. Because I am. Sure, there's gonna be a point where I gotta do a little bit more in order for me to get that kind of recognition. But I'm not trying to do it to the point of not being able to recognize myself in the process of that, because the moment that happens, it's like I lost sight of what I'm really doing this for. Because at the end of the day, that's God that's doing it for me. This is me doing it for me. And of course, my first priority, my family, my immediate, man. There's still things that I gotta work on myself for in order to be comfortable with being able to put myself out there as much as I can to get people to recognize that. But it starts in the home before it's outside the home. It starts with me, and I have to be comfortable with myself to be able to do that. I just feel like for me, this is necessary. This is necessary for me to be able to get my mind right and get my priorities straight and make sure that the work that I do is for a purpose and it's not done as a obligation. Me being able to do things on my own terms because it's for the love of it, not as an obligation. That's what I'm in it for. That's what I'm doing this for. That's the point. But that's it. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. In the meantime, just know that for those who actually do support me, who shows me as much support as they can, I'm not forcing it on you to do that. I just want you to see me when you get the chance to see me. That's it. That's all I really want out of this. That's how I know there's true supporters for me out there. It's not as easy to build an audience like that, but I'm doing everything I can to make it happen, you know? But I just want to leave y'all with that. This is BlueFlamez Da Poet, and I'm out.